A very, very good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning to all the leaders, all our business builders. And thank you so much for tuning in to this week's C1 Leadership Group meeting. With me, I have today my amazing friend and amazing colleague, Dirk Chu, right from Singapore, exclusively for all of you. Hey, Dirk, can you hear me?
Yes, of course. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to everybody who's online.
Awesome. So that was Dirk. And today we have something really special for you. Of course, it's always an important weekly update that we, as a prerogative here at Crowd One, endeavor to ensure that we bring up to you exclusively for all the managers and above. And it's actually a great feeling to see most of you tuning into this important weekly updates and meetings. However, I also see and we also notice that these calls get recorded and get published at many places. Well, the essence of having a first-hand information is always better than looking at the recorded ones. However, needless to say, that this time we have someone really special who would be talking on the company updates. Let's begin and introduce someone whom you would have heard before many times. Someone whom you know who he is, and he's working in, day out, to ensure a smoothened process, to ensure the structures are right in place for all the aspects and issues related to the network. Dear leaders, dear business builders, please help me in welcoming our Chief Operations Officer, Jonathan Storm, here with me.
Thank you, Raj, for that pleasant introduction. Good to hear you, Dirk, as well. I hope everything is fine in Singapore. And of course, hi to everybody listening all over the world. It's been a while since I was part of the calls, and I'm, of course, super grateful to be able to share some updates and to see that Dirk and Raj is doing such a fantastic job together with you guys. So I'm in Dubai at the moment, checking out the support team, giving them, of course, some training and updates and making sure that we are continuing to pushing our service in the best possible way. But also, I'm here sitting in a lot of interesting meetings where we have recently been getting the opportunity to add some additional quite profiled people to the company in terms of making sure that we're building a strong, successful and stable foundation for the long-term stability of the company. Discussing everything from payments, the issues with those ones, that we are making sure that we are getting everything done in the right way, making sure that we have a strong product pipeline and continuing building on that, making sure that we take care of leaders that we have all over the world, pushing day in and day out to make sure we're building this company in the best possible way. So it's been two very long and very productive days so far, and I'm also quite sure that this autumn is going to be interesting for us working internally in the company, making sure that we continue to build on the meetings we had this week, a month ago, making sure we're implementing these things, coming up with the changes that is needed, and of course also making sure that we're delivering everything that we have promised in terms of both payments, both products, and the long-term business plan that we have. Again, very grateful to be on the call. It's good to see all the work that you're doing, and I'm super happy and honored to be here.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Thank you so much once again, and thank you so much for emphasizing and highlighting on the aspects which are pretty critical here, and it's always discussed in most of the calls, and I'm personally in touch with most of the leaders here. And thank you so much for throwing the light out there. And yes, very soon we will be there with the consistent, stable payment withdrawal. There would not be any issues, but definitely a smooth line process. Thank you so much for all the other updates. in terms of having a product portfolio lines that we all are working day in and day out. And I'm sure that there's much of work from your end that's happening. Thank you so much, Jonathan, once again. Well, the loyalty program, now that we know, is active and in the place. So earlier, instead of one LP, now most of our members, most of our business builders and leaders are claiming 10 loyalty points every day. And like we had mentioned before, please ensure that you log in every day, claim your loyalty point, because this is going to be for a limited period where then we would be having the boosters on the loyalty points also. With respect to something essential and critical for the business, how to build and how to elevate your business, what are the important things that you need to keep in mind? We have exclusively launched the Network Basics. The Network Basics is a fantastic tool, which is through the video, we share and talk to you on the basics and fundamentals of business, how you can go and lay a strong foundation. This is one of the important tools that most of the leaders have conveyed. And they said that we have been delivering this to all the new people, all those people who are actually a part of the business, all of
Recording
them
in
who have
progress.
just recently onboarded. People who are new to this business, it's a fantastic tool. Every Friday it gets released, and every Friday we have it for you. So please make sure that you, along with your team and all the new members and network, your line of sponsorship, your organization goes through this. This time we have the compliance on how to start your journey. What is the registration requirements? This, dear leaders and business builders, is available in 5 different languages: English, Chinese, Russian, Korean, and Vietnamese. This is just the beginning, and I'm sure most of you want in your respective languages. And trust me, we are getting there, because we have potentially identified the top markets at Crowd1, and we would soon be there with the respective languages as well. So if you need to make sure that your language is there, let's ensure that we drive the business, drive the momentum, and definitely achieve the goal that you have thought for yourself, and therefore the potential of success. Product is definitely an important and an integral spine of any company's success. Here to talk more on product, what do we have specifically this time? Please help me in welcoming Dirk. Here you go, Dirk.
Thanks, Raj. So now we know that, Raj, can I have the next slides? Thank you. So now we know that leaders, that this is, now we are on the MIGSSTER Plus pre-launch stage. So make sure that, tell your network that you need to activate your MIGSSTER Plus at the back office. And then because during the pre-launch period, we have so many amazing rewards for you to claim. So don't miss out on the time, on the pre-launch period. So please go to your back office, tell your network, please show them what to do, and then go to their back office and activate their MIGSSTER Plus account. So next one, that what we have for Planner IX is you have until the end of the month, which is the 31st of July, to purchase your pack with the P-Euro voucher. So for the past few weeks, we've been telling all the network to claim to redeem your P-Euro voucher, right? So now it's the time to use your P-Euro voucher to purchase your pack before the end of the month, July 31st. So networks leaders, please make sure that all this information remind your network on the deadline. Raj, can I go back to you on the promotions?
Thank you so much, Dirk, and an essential top of the mind recall for all the people who had missed out earlier. And now we have the voucher, which you can go about and purchase using your P-Euros. When we talk about the promotions, this is a tool that drives, that accelerates your business. Generally, promotions are meant to be a tool, a growth driver, a growth enabler that helps you accelerate the potential of your business. And you know, we have one of the most amazing, epic promotion going on. As simple as it could be, get a white, buy a white, get a black. Buy a black, get gold. Buy gold, get titanium. And you know the mechanism further on. Please ensure this tool is one of the most important tool for your growth drive. The more new people that you connect with, we have been speaking about STP. We have been talking about show the plan. We have been talking about share the product. This is an amazing opportunity, dear leaders, dear business builders, for all the new onboarding that you're doing to expand and grow your network. You know the rank booster mechanism, and most of them have been getting the maximum benefit through the rank booster as well. When we talk about the fear of loss, this I remember, and when I was going through the historical trends and talking to a lot of leaders, they did mention how they have built their business in 30 days, in 14 days, through the fear of loss. And this was a repeated ongoing process for someone to achieve a Director 1 star in as minimum as 90 days. This is again an opportunity for you to onboard and enable the success of all the fellow new affiliates in this business. Most of you had questions regarding the fear of loss on Metaverse as well. What exactly we mean by doubling your virtual?
Recording in progress.
Through the pack itself, plus that week's additional percentage as well, which means, taking an example here again, Mr. X joins the business, purchases a Metaverse Unicorn package, does the fear of loss within 14 days. Mr. X gets 5,000 virtual through the Metaverse Unicorn package and gets additional 60% virtual option during this pre-launch promo, the pre-launch phase. Now, through this additional fear of loss, they separately get an additional 5,000 virtual options, which is the base value of the Metaverse Unicorn package. You can take a similar example if any individual has taken a startup, scale-up, or a powerhouse package. They get double the virtual of the base package, the base value package of Metaverse that they have purchased. And we all know the basics and the most important thing about Metaverse is having as many virtuals as possible. On Metaverse, we would soon in a week be hearing more about what are the cards that you can trade in. What is the SS card? What is the AA card? What is the event card? And so on and so forth. So get ready to have and download the information that you need for Metaverse. With respect to the announcements, we have been streamlining this for a couple of weeks now. We're really glad and we are really humbled to have an office in our Asian market. That's right. We're talking about the Proud One Singapore office. Just to reiterate once again, this is a grand opening ceremony on the 23rd and 24th of September. We had exhausted the limits of the ticket. However, Dirk went on saying that we need more people. I can do this. We can have more people. And trust me, there has been a lot of demand. So on high demand, we have made available certain extra tickets. The quantity is, of course, limited, and needless to say that it goes on as quickest as possible. So please ensure for all the presidents and above, you are exclusively invited for the grand opening ceremony of Proud One Singapore office on the 23rd and 24th of September. Well, this was what we had for this week's C1 Leadership Group meeting call. There are a lot of things which are happening, and like you've heard our COO talking about streamlining all the concerns and all the issues, and we have been doing it. In fact, we have been paying more in this month of July than we have paid before in the couple of months, which is again one of the most positive benchmarks that you can have for your business. Stay tuned for more information. Keep checking your back office quite often and make sure that you empower. Because at the end of the day, empowered people empower people. Thank you so much to all the leaders and the business builders. See you on the next week. Take care.